Hello everybody, welcome back. So as you can see, I did an order from the Outdoor Herbivore. I've never really had these before, but I was surprised by the variety of items that they have. So I figured, let's just go nuts. Honestly, so what do I have here? 12 packs, and then I got a couple of other things from them as well that we'll talk about later. This really wasn't all that expensive, honestly. I mean, there's probably, I would say, somewhere on the spectrum of like Mountain House, I think. So yeah, this is what we have. We got a good selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. There's still more. I didn't get them all. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look here, and then we're gonna try one. So just kind of real quick, because we'll individually look at all these. We've got the Switchback Stuffer, which is a bean and cheese mix. Oh, and most of these are vegetarian or vegan. Some are not, I don't believe. Well, the Denver Veggie Scramble, that's egg mix, so that's not going to be vegetarian or vegan. You know, hey, I'm a meat eater, we all know that. I don't have any problem with either or side, but you know, it is good to explore the vegan and the vegetarian areas, because I know there are people that watch that are not meat eaters. So, next up we've got Cheddar Mac, so a vegan mac and cheese. I've had some vegan cheese. I don't know that I've been impressed with a ton of it, but we'll give it a shot. Chia Oat Crunch. Obviously we saw the Denver Veggie Scramble. Speedy Spud Soup, so potato soup. I love potato soup, it's so good. Midnight Mocha Chia, so this is a drink mix, or a dessert mix. I guess it's a dessert mix, so I don't know if it probably sets up like pudding, I would have to imagine. Blueberry Maple Crunch. Love blueberry in my oatmeal. If I were to eat oatmeal, which I don't really, so whatever. Anyway, quinoa veggie soup. Chunky Chipotle chili. Toasted Sunburst muesli. Savory lentil simmer. I do love lentils. And this one probably is about the most off the wall that they had. A Waldorf salad. It's not really off the wall when you think about it, but it's like, I just don't know that I've ever seen a rationed Waldorf salad. Like, this is like old school party food. I know, because my grandma would make it sometimes. So that'll definitely be one we check out here pretty soon. But today, I really wanted the chunky Chipotle chili. That one sounded the best to me, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's kind of clear a space, and we'll get some hot water, and let's get that going. All right, so okay, just a little bit more deeper reading here. Mixed beans, roasted chipotle, and cacao make this chili fiery hot, smoky, and deep. Pair it with pasta or rice for a heartier meal. That'd be good. A cup and a quarter of water they're calling for here. They do have the calories, fat, and protein, and carbs on the front. And here are the nutritional facts from the back. 370 total calories. Lots of sodium, you get the point. Ton of vitamin C there, get your total for the vitamin C for the day. Let's see here, so there's our cooking instructions. Doesn't say anything about a oxygen absorber, so I wonder if it doesn't have one. And there's our ingredients list, which I actually think is awesome. I mean, it's it's organic. But I like the fact that it's so simple. It's just simple ingredients, and that was one of the reasons that it really drew me. Not because it's vegan or vegetarian. I don't care about that kind of stuff. You know, I eat meat. But I like the fact that they're basically trying to do things a little bit more honestly, you know, getting away from all the preservatives and stuff. Smells good. It smells like chili. I'll give him that. So let's go ahead and just put this water in. Bag seems, I mean, it's got like maybe like some sort of waxy or plastic coating on the inside. I don't know. Do we want to do this? Yeah, it just says in the pouch. It's I don't know. The bag just doesn't have the, that foil lining that a lot of normal bags would. So I always start to wonder, it's like, I'm not gonna burn through this bag, am I? Nah, looks like we're okay. Give it a mixy mix. I think we've talked about this before. I'm not necessarily a thick chili guy. I mean, I'll eat it. I'm perfectly okay with thick chili. But my chili recipe, that is a little bit thinner chili. But my mom's recipe is much thicker. And this is a thick boy. This is definitely thick boy chili. So let's go ahead and... I think 1.25 cups of water would be great. But for my preferences, and because we are going to have a bit of a rehydrate time, I do want to make sure that we're not overly... That's still very thick. So this is just going to be a thick chili. It smells great. I'm going to button it up here. We're going to let it set for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be right back and taste it. Alright, so we've let our chili kind of come together right now over me, but 1.25 cups for me is a little bit too little. I probably went almost 1.75 cups, so about another 1/2 cup to that. It just was very, very thick. Let's just pour it out here in the bowl, and it's still very thick. I could almost have driven this to 2 cups and have been perfectly okay with that. So it's just a thick chili, man, but it looks good and it smells good. There's still a little bit more in the bag, but we'll just let that be for now. Now it's just down to the tasting. So let's see if some vegan chili can do the job for us. What do you think? Okay, so what it reminds me of is like kind of like a tomato sauce. Like something I'd put on pasta. It's not spicy. The Chipotle's there, but not much. The beans are present, but not front and center. And it's sweet, which I'm not a giant fan of. You know what? Honestly, this kind of this kind of reminds me of like something that I would put like as a... I don't know. I'd make a pasta out of it. A little bit of bitter. Yeah, it just crosses the line between like bitter and sweet. Bitter and sweet. It's missing something to tie it together. And I'm trying to think what I would do to bring this back. Honestly, I think you could use more bean. And more of that Chipotle. And I'm not saying it needs meat. It doesn't need meat. I've made fine vegan chilies or vegetarian. Well, yeah, I guess they've largely been vegan chilies, and they're just fine. Maybe some more cumin, a little bit more salt, and some pepper. I think that would bring it around. Beans. I think it just needs more beans. I think this would be I think this would be very good over rice. I think it'd be very good pan fried in some olive oil and then served over pasta, like maybe some penne or some bow tie. That'd be fun. Some swirls. That'd be fun. But yeah, as it stands alone, I mean, if I were out in the wilderness and I were eating this, I'd probably be pretty fine with it. Maybe you could just eat it with chips, like a salsa. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it just needs a couple of tweaks to just kind of make it, because again, it's too sweet. I don't like sweet chili. So I think if we just took away a little bit of the sweetness, and that could be from the tomatoes, and you know, you're getting some herbaceous stuff in there too, which is nice. I mean, the smell's great. It does have cumin in it. The cocoa, I remember reading that. I'm not a big fan of putting cocoa powder in chili either. Tomato flakes, onions, bell pepper. Maybe use a little bit more onion too. And it doesn't have celery, so I'd probably add a little bit of that in there. And maybe a little bit more garlic. I don't know. It's not bad. As a very base chili, it's not bad. Like I said, I think for me, if I were to have this, I would probably put it over rice. Eating it alone is fine. I could just use a few tweaks. But while we're at it, let's give one of my favorite new hot sauces a try here. A little Arizona Gunslinger. See if a little jalapeno pepper sauce can bring it a bit of a different dimension. Because again, it is lacking in the heat department. And I can make a very safe chili, and I can make a very hot chili. And I like my very hot chili, and I like a medium chili. Sometimes I like a safe chili, but I like chili, guys. Give me chili. Actually, that's quite nice. Probably use a few more shakes in there, but yeah. You know what? This happened with another ration. It was from Alpine Air, and I want to say it was something like barbecue, something like barbecue chicken. But the prevailing taste in that was this pineapple that they threw all over it. And it was not good because of that pineapple. But I remember I added, I don't remember what brand that was, but it was a green salsa. It was a chili, green chili based salsa. And I threw a ton of that in there, and it cut through the BS of that pineapple, and it wound up being rather nice. And it's funny that I add this in here, and it kind of does cut through a little bit of that sweetness. Like I said, I could have used a couple more shakes. Let's try it again. I really want to give this a fair shake because I love the ingredients list. I love how simple it is. It smells great. That does cut through it a bit. It still needs a couple more things though. It still needs a couple more things, but yeah, man, throw a little hot sauce in there. That'll cut. I think that the vinegar in that and Tabasco probably would have been more pronounced, but I'm out of it at this current time. Or maybe even some Frank's. I think that acidity would kind of cut through some of that sweetness and really actually bring this. I like that now. That's good. Yeah, bring down the sweetness. It's just not my bag. More beans, maybe a little bit more garlic, a little bit more cumin, just a little bit, a little more salt, a little more pepper, and then you gotta up that spice. You gotta up that chipotle. If you're gonna say chipotle, I've gotta get that chipotle, and I just wasn't getting that. But aside from that, it's really good. I mean, it's not bad. I don't want to complain about it on a cold night out on trail. I would absolutely love to have this. It is very hearty, it's thick, it sticks to your ribs type of deal. It's pretty darn good. So anyway, I guess I will stop rambling. That was Outdoor Herbivore, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe as always, and we will catch you down the road. See ya.